Hi, this is Sachin Kumar, Executive Engineer in Drilling Discipline, working in ONGC. In the last video, I talked about mainly of drilling in ONGC. Its various phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, then casing, cementing, and then I talked about this drilling bit called cutter and how the pipes are connected to go deeper and deeper. We'll keep connecting, and how this bit is lowering with the help of this draw box or drawwork. And when we need to pull out or remove all the pipes and bit from the well, we pull from this side called draw box, and these pipes go up. These pipes go up with the bit. We remove this pipe single by single and this bit out. Then we talked about that how this volume of cutting which will be generated due to the drilling, as the drilling bit will rotate, some cutting will be generated. Then how this will be removed from the well. So there was a circulation system. I told that from inside the pipe mud comes, it comes out of the bit, and whatever cutting will be there, it will pick this cutting and it will go mud plus cutting outside. There is an arrangement where we take this mud and cutting out. This cutting gets separated at the shale shaker and this mud is recirculated back. Now someone has sent a response to us that this circulation system is not clear. What is mud? And this is not clear. So in today's video we want to talk little more about this circulation system, or mainly how these cuttings are removed from the well. Okay, so to explain a little more detail this mud circulation system, let's go back. As we discussed earlier, this well is being completed into the three phases. This is the first phase, completed and cemented, drilled, casing lowered and cemented. Similarly, second phase, drilled, casing lowered and cemented. Now third phase is not smooth or uniform diameter. It means the third phase we are currently drilling. When this third phase will get completed, we will lower a casing of uniform diameter like this and then cement this like this. So currently we are drilling the third phase. In third phase, bit is here as we discussed earlier, and these are the various pipes connected. Various pipes. These are pipes are in hundreds, in number of hundreds. I have shown few only, and this bit is rotating due to some rotary mechanism, and these are the cuttings. As the bit is rotating, cuttings are being generated. These are the cuttings. The volume of the hole drilled will be equal to the volume of the cuttings generated. Then to remove this cutting, we need some system which continuously keep removing these cuttings from here. So what is that system? That is mud circulation system. Now first thing, what is mud? Mud is a mixture of water or oil. Some at some places we use oil also, but here in Mehsana we are using water. So mud is a mixture of water and some chemicals. Which chemicals? Those chemicals which have properties to better lift this cutting from bottom to the surface. So we add some chemicals. Those chemicals which help us to remove these cuttings out and to make this drilled hole which we are drilling stable, so that this doesn't collapse meanwhile we are drilling. So these chemicals have various properties. Anyway, so what happen is, like these are the pipes connected called drill string, and this bit is connected. This whole is rotating, this bit is rotating also, cuttings are generated. Now what happen is that there is a mud pump, there is a mud pump, and this mud pump is pumping the mud. This is pumping the mud, like this is mud, this is pumping the mud, and this mud, this mud pump, just a minute, this is the mud pump pumping the mud. This mud is coming from a line, and this line is connected due to some mechanism at the top of drill string. Okay, why I'm saying mechanism? Because there is a mechanism which allow to rotate the drill string, as well as this mud will enter. Okay, that can be discussed later. But anyway, this mud is entering into the drill string, it's coming down. This is pure mud inside the drill string. It is coming down, 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 up to bit. And remember, this is rotating. Due to rotation, cuttings are generated. Now when this mud reaches to the bit, it comes out from the bit. It comes out from the bit, all the side of the bit. And where bit is rotating, cuttings generated. When this comes out from the bit, this mud has property to lift these cutting particles. And when this is coming out of the bit, we are continuously pumping, so this need to be removed. So this mud goes like this in annular space. Annulus is the space between this drill string and the drilled hole, or this drill string and the previous casing. So here annulus space is more, here it is less, here it is minimum. So when this comes into the annulus, I am showing two sides, but it means all around, like this is a drill string, it is rotating, and all space on four side, all around this drill string is the annulus. Okay, I am showing only two sides just for picture. So this is all around this string. This mud is coming out into the annular, but with cuttings. These are the cuttings. Here it was pure mud inside the drill string, but when it is coming out, it is coming mud plus some cuttings. These are the cuttings. Okay. So when this reaches here, there is a mechanism called flow line. This generally we called a flow line. In flow line, there comes the mud plus cuttings, and this comes and fall over this unit, which is called shale shaker. Keep shaking like this. So this mud drips down from, there are shields, and which keep shaking like this. This mud drips down, and those cuttings get separated and collected at some pit called waste pit, and this mud come down, and this pure mud we get again in, this is called, say, suction tank. Why suction tank? Because this mud is being again sucked by this mud pump, like this. So this is the mud pump, generally 2 or 3. This mud pump sucks this mud and again pumps this mud back to the system, and this keep rotating. So this is whole circulation system. You can see complete picture from 4. So this is mud pump pumping the mud back to the string. String is rotating, as well as string is hollow. So mud is coming down the string. up to the bottom, coming out from the bit, all four sides. And when it is coming out and going into the annular space, mud is bringing cutting also with it, and it is going into the flow line. After flow line, it falls onto the shale shaker. Shale shaker is a device which keeps shaking and separates these cuttings out and mud down, and this mud again get collected, and in between there are few more devices or say equipments which cleans this mud even further. Okay, and then finally it goes into the suction tank. From suction tank, it is in the suction tank, it is a pure mud, and mud pump once again, mud pump sucks it and pumps it, and this keep continuously rotating. And this is a closed system. Cuttings will generated and get separated. We'll go further down, keep drilling. We'll keep going down to drill it, and the cutting will be removed. That's all. Thank you.